we go. Okay, good morning everybody. It's Saturday. Hi car. And we are somewhere near Oakfield Farm. We brought our Axion down from Scotland. Sadly the colour options aren't the same as they were from Lawfolds. Minor modifications, but it's still black. Its grey wheels weren't available. We just stopped off by the Burger Bar to have a light snack. Apparently the farm is around here somewhere. So we are going to go and find it. Shift into gear. Let's go. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. Let's take a look, see what's coming. Okay, nobody coming. And let's get this truck rolling. So I've spent this morning setting up a couple of mods on the farm. Obviously we have the maps, seasons. I'm running the Hereford's Geo, which is the next Shire county up from Gloucestershire, which is supposedly where Oakfield Farm is based. And good morning, Captain Zank. Whoops, texting and driving. I've put a bunch of quality of life mods in. We have the clock, we have a glance at the top left, which shows me vehicles in motion and what they're doing. I have the enhanced driving mod, which allows me to select forward and reverse and means the accelerator is go and the brake is stop, rather than the accelerator is go forward or stop from going backwards and the brake is the opposite. I do have a little bit of equipment on the farm, and also I have bought a little bit of land, well, some big fields. Hail team, welcome to the stream, and good day to you. So somewhere around here, go Billy. Supposedly the farm is somewhere on our right, over there somewhere. Now the fields we have all need to be ploughed, so I had a plough delivered to the farmyard. I also had a cultivator delivered as well. There's the sawmill. Apparently there is a rear exit or a rear entrance to the farm on the right here, but we'll head down to the main road. Not really a main road, just a road up to the farm, which should be coming up to the right here. Now, as far as Gloucestershire is concerned, the vast majority of crops are cereals, wheat, oats, and barley. Wheat being the most predominant. Oats are actually eaten more by people in England than in most of Europe. So we will grow oats and we will be selling them. Canola is a much lower crop type planted, less than 50% of cereals. Also, down from there you have potatoes and sugar beets. So we, oops, cancel the turn signal. We may look into getting into some root crops, which is going to be fun. Okay, well, there's our plough. So we'll take this into the yard. Probably pull up here. Now, for the most part, since we don't have the AR frame system, we are going to be using a truck and trailer rig. Okay, we'll park that. Oops, tractor shifted. So, how does our tractor look? Pretty sure it doesn't have IC controls. No. Need to engage the drive. So we do have that little Eiffel Williams trailer, which will come in useful for moving small amounts of stuff on flatbeds. We'll probably get a bigger bale trailer, which can also be used for the same thing. We have a Land Rover parked over there in the garage. And some other stuff lying around, which we'll discover as we go. But for right now, I need to look backwards. We need to hitch up to this plough and get the ploughing started. I haven't played with Arthur for a while. Arthur hasn't been playing much of anything that I play. Offline I have been playing World of Warships, less so online. Usually I have my Saturday morning farm and my Monday night farm. However, in recent months we decided to sell our home, so we've had people wanting to view the house while I would normally be streaming. Okay, we own, let's jump out and zoom out. We own this field to the right and this field to the left, and that grass field over there is ours too. So I will be producing some hay during the year. Not sure whether my hay production is going to be as serious as it was in Lawfolds. But for right now, this field needs ploughed, it needs limed. We're probably going to need to buy a lime spreader. I may go down to the store and get one. That is... see if the worker likes that. Okay, I'll leave that for the worker now. We'll jump out, run back to the yard. So, the house is under contract to sell. Closing date will be the 21st of February. So the weekend of the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, round about that time, there will be absolutely no streaming and no way I can get much online outside of the cell phone. We have found a house. We have put an offer in on that. The offer was accepted, so we're under contract to buy a house too. The house we're moving to is it's closed. Good. Is smaller. No, is bigger than the one we live in, but everything is on the main floor, which is a good thing, because I'm getting old and it's a bit of a pain trying to climb up and down stairs all the time. So new house does have a basement and the stairs are optional. In other words, there's no reason for us to be in the basement unless we really want to be. And the basement has not been finished, so not sure I need the low loader. We'll keep it for now. So what was I saying? So we will have contractors in to do some things in the basement to make it a little bit more comfortable. At the moment, the basement is incredibly cold. Not as cold as it is outside, but it was running at about 50 degrees when we went to inspect the place yesterday. So we're going to want to make it a little bit more comfortable before we start using the basement for general life. I think the kitchen's a little smaller than our current kitchen and obviously not as new. I'm not sure if this low loader is going to fit in here, which is why I'm not sure I want to keep it, but we may have stuff to bring back from the store that doesn't involve hauling things. The truck itself obviously will be staying. Okay, that will do there. Oh, we are not going to miss the plow Nazi. No, he's out there now ploughing because we've had a good few inches of snow overnight. I woke up this morning about 6 o'clock and it was being very ice stormy like of thing. Yeah, well, it was raining, so I don't know whether it was ice or not, but yeah, that's all good fun. He's out there now ploughing the road. Ooh. Let's try and miss the wall. Okay. I'm undecided where all the equipment's going to store, but this can go in here for now. We only have 3 motorized pieces of equipment. The Axion that we bought down from Lawfolds, and we've also bought ourselves a little Lindner Lintrac as a yard tractor. I think what I'm going to do is stick the bale forks over there. Yes, I'm going to stick these over here. Because we're going to take this down to the store and get ourselves the big lime spreader. Because we are going to have a lot of lime to spread. This tractor does not have beacons, so we'll just have to live with it. I mean, eventually I'll probably get a mid-sized tractor for doing trips to the store and back, but for right now we have this one and the Axion, and the Axion's working the field. Basically what I want to do is bring as much equipment as we can from the store so that we can get the fields prepared. So what else has been going on? So we got house is under contract, purchase house is under contract. we are waiting to hear on the adoption from the caseworker for the child we've inquired about, and not sure when we're due to hear from her. Oops. Not very bright turn signals on this tractor. And there's the local village to our left. No. Yes, to our left, just up here. And another little track round the back of the farm past the church. So I bought the entirety of the land around Oakfield Farm itself. We own the field out of the back of the cow shed. We own the field to the side of that, which is set up for sheep. And then we own one grass field and two arable fields. Now, during the course of this opening spring, I'm probably going to plant, buy a couple more fields as well. But since they all need ploughed, they all need limed, we're kind of going to take it easy and do what we can as we get to it. Obviously, once they've all been ploughed, they don't need to be ploughed again unless I plant corn or root crops. And we are probably going to be planting root crops, although not necessarily in the biggest of the fields. So there will probably be potatoes, there will probably be sugar beets. But as far as I'm aware, pigs do not need sugar beets when you're running seasons. It's an English map, and it's a big map. There is a lot of land to play on, which is something that, one of the reasons I stuck with law folds. We are gonna, it's a long drive to the store, so we are gonna be at least driving through most of the map. But also I am slightly more familiar with the UK than I am with anywhere else. And outside of that, well, anywhere else in Europe, should we say. It seems lately, though, the most prolific modders appear to be Eastern Europeans. Oh, here we are. With a lot of Eastern European maps and equipment being released. So we are kind of limited to what's available UK-wise, I would say. That's not where I want to be. Okay. Aha. Go and see the man. I want to see the man about a thing. That's fertilizer only, so we are probably going to have to go with that. And that is, at the moment, money no issue. Put the extension on, we'll put the 6 meter spreading unit on. Now this spreader is not suitable for late crop fertilization, because you can't put narrow tires on it. I also probably want to fill it with lime now, maybe. Okay, so we have the seed bags, which is good. What's all this? Poplar sapling, sugarcane saplings. We're using AdBlue. I have also got the diesel additive. We have fertilizer. We have lime pallets. How big's that? 2100. That's Okay. We have other fertilizer pallets. How big that client pallet? That's 2400 for 700. That's 2100. We'll use the lizard ones. Pig food, oats, wheat for chickens. Okay. And so I want lime. Let's okay, that's 6,000. I can't remember how big the... Let's go back to that. 18,000. So I got 3 for 6. 9. So we need 6 more pallets. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, I haven't played Oakfield Farm at all. Never. So it's kind of a little bit different for me. Oh, go back again. Hopefully this isn't going to struggle too much hauling that load, because it's not a particularly big tractor. It's also not very fast, but as I said, this is intended as the yard tractor. It's going to be pottering around the main Oakfield Farm, putting stuff away, getting stuff out, just making life easier for the bigger tractors that are probably going to end up having a little bit of a trouble hauling stuff around the yard or putting stuff away in the yard. So we're currently early spring. There is no grass, but the intent here is we will be bringing in some sheep very, very soon. Sheep also very popular in Gloucestershire. So are cows. There was also a breed of pigs, which how do we find out? I think the animal dealer's up there, so I'm not going to be able to right now. I might pull in over at the oh, I can't do that. Okay. We'll table the question on pigs for now. I will probably end up doing pigs just because you can get the breeding achievement done fairly quickly. Sounds like you can get the breeding achievement done fairly quickly with about 20 pigs, because they breed like pigs. Sheep are going to be slower breeders, but it's probably not going to be an issue for us. Oh, this is now struggling. We've got 3 more to go. And this is, of course, one of the improvements on Farm Sim 19/17. I don't need a forklift to fill this thing up with. Now, this load should not be 100%. Actually, the question is there going to be a little bag left over? So I've also done a little bit of reviewing real-life YouTube videos of UK farms. It would appear these seed bags are, or the smaller bags are, very popular in use for loading up seeders and the likes. So I'll probably be using the bags more than the pallets. Yeah, struggling. We'll also need to bring... don't think I've got a fuel supply on the farm, so we'll have to bring diesel barrels and AdBlue over to the farm with us. This tractor does not use AdBlue. Okay, good to know. Obviously we're not even going to attempt to pull this out onto the field to lime it with this tractor. Hopefully we can get this up to the farm, because otherwise that's going to be a little bit embarrassing. Other fun things about this map: the hills are much more of a challenge than Lawfolds. I mean, you look off to the left there, that is one fairly steep hill. And I'm guessing our tractors are going to have problems with that. I'm also using the realistic fill weights, so this lime is heavier than base game. I've been thinking about that. At the moment I will not be doing any truck sims. Obviously my stream time is limited because we are preparing to move, so we've got to pack stuff up. I've got various things that need to be disassembled, and so that's happening as time goes by. And the 21st of February is now only 4 or 5 weeks away, so we're kind of on a tight time. It's one of the reasons why Mrs. Osa hasn't been streaming with me either lately. Now once we move in, there's probably going to be a couple of weeks settling down, unpacking and what have you, and then I think things might get a little bit more stable, and I will start looking at streaming truck sims and probably streaming at least some of the World of Warships I'm playing, and a little bit more farm sim. I should have turned right there. Okay. That's a problem. There's an opening on the left here, which is not really an opening. Okay. Ugh. It's enough of an opening that we might be able to turn around. Good grief, this tractor is struggling with this load. But we're good. Okay, let's try and pay attention to where we're driving. Maybe not right away in March, but possibly mid-March. I'm hoping to get a little bit back more into a regular schedule. As I said, at the moment my schedule is really Saturday mornings, because Mrs. Osa likes her lie-in, and so she does that while I stream the Saturday morning feature. And Monday afternoon or Monday evening I try to get a stream out then. Although, you know, last couple of weeks we've had people in. I think last week, oh, what was going on? And yeah, so close. Now I do want a mid-sized tractor. I also want a heavy tractor as well to complement the Axion that's out on the fields. I'm going to have to go and have a check on that in a while to see how much of a problem it's having ploughing. Yes, yeah, that's right. We had to get out early on the Saturday for the inspection. Monday night this week, we actually went to view the house that we have the contract out on. So that's why there was no stream this week on Monday. So while the house was being inspected last week on Saturday, we went out to look at a bunch of houses. We ended up looking at 4, and one of them presented very well, and we put in an offer. And standard offer says, hey, we'd like to buy your house for this amount of money. Get back to us within 24 hours and let us know whether that's acceptable. And we waited 24 hours and absolutely nothing. I think Monday lunchtime our realtor got a message from the selling agent to say he'd got our offer. Well, he's now outside of contract. Yeah, reply within 24 hours. So it appears she's had issues with him before, and it appears he doesn't like working weekends. It actually appears he doesn't like working at all, because he got the offer and he was supposed, I'll be presenting it to my client later. And it's now a full week after we put that offer in, and we still haven't heard back from him. Well, on Monday, our agent basically said, look, you didn't get back to us, so we're looking at other places. And you may have lost your chance to sell the property to us. And on Monday, we found another property we were interested in, so which more interest in the Monday property than the Saturday property. So we've cancelled our offer to the Saturday property and said we're going with this new one. We've already had, okay,